Hi, I'm Glenn Heemstra. We're at Future in Review 2009. Today I'm talking with Ravi Chiruvolu. The company is called Rearden Commerce. They were selected as one of the FiReStarter companies for this FiRe conference. And congratulations on that.
Thank you, Glenn. Very excited to be here.
And looking at a description of Rearden Commerce, it says that you were dubbed a mashup for adults. Tell me what Rearden Commerce is. What's the problem you're trying to solve?
Yes, we have built a platform that will enable people in the future to procure services much easier and faster and actually transact on the web, such that you can see dynamic pricing, make a reservation, and reserve and buy everything you see today on Craigslist, right? 2/3 of GDP, which is today largely heretofore offline. We have created a platform technology, 10 years in the making. I like to say we're a 10-year overnight success. Lots of lines of code. If you try to do it as a call center or a high-end concierge service or a personal assistant, the cost structure does not work. So we've applied a lot of the best and brightest minds and created a platform, and hopefully will transform the way people can buy services and interact with the world.
So what's the secret sauce then? Do you have to get the vendors of all these products to work with you, or does it matter what products and services you're looking at?
Yeah, we need the vendors to work with us, and we by no means are a vendor ourselves. So we're not going to replace the 2/3 of GDP that's already doing a great job. All we're doing is humbly enabling them to show their wares, right? Their great products and services, frankly, in a manner that enables an end user, to the extent he's sorting by location, sorting by time, because services are inherently perishable, sorting by reviews, right? So if I want a babysitter on Saturday night, I have a set of criteria. I also want to know, by the way, that I can reserve that time slot, and understand availability. Through that, there will be a lot of, frankly, point of sale information where, you're kind of looking at buying some service in this case. So like an Amazon book, all the things you get there, there'll be the accompanying thing for services. And so the secret sauce is enabling service providers to avail their inventory online, which heretofore was not possible.
So as a consumer, if I'm then looking at one of these products as part of services that's part of this system, what am I actually looking at? Who am I looking at? Am I looking at Rearden Commerce? Am I looking at a vendor site? How do you appear in that system?
Yeah, so we work today on a private label basis. So we are like Intel. We power other people's brands, people who have great brands, brand permissions, a lot of trust. We power American Express today, JP Morgan Chase, and there are lots to come. And what they want to do is provide these services in a contextual, intelligent way to consumers. And we take a lot of the profile data that consumers voluntarily enter. We take a lot of the purchase history that consumers do when they're on the site. And we take the sort of the aggregate of arguably thousands of storefronts and consumer behavior there and create a personalized internet so they can transact. So every storefront is custom to the individual. And so this was kind of the promise of the web 10 years ago. And Google's done a very good job kind of having one start page and getting to key points on the internet. We're inverting that and having a custom internet based on who you are, what you are, where you're going, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, that's a good description. And when you look out 2, 3, 4, 5 years, what's the market look like to you at Rearden?
It's a greenfield. So it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. Services. The reason Ariba and Commerce One failed was supplier enablement. And services are inherently different because suppliers, in our case, view us as a distribution channel, not as a competitor. And especially because they've got perishable inventory, their view is, to the extent we can help merchandise them to the very best customers who are maybe time-starved, price-insensitive, traveling and looking for Yankees tickets when they're in New York or Charger tickets when they're here in beautiful San Diego. It is contextually related to the airline trip that they just booked. When they land at the airport, based on what time their flight gets in, there'll be, a black car available if needed. There's dinner reservations, but if they're making them with another party, It's almost an Evite functionality that invites the people, but if the flight is late, they'll let the party they're having dinner with know. They'll let the restaurant know. So there's a lot of interdependency that we as Rearden think we've done a good job solving. And now it's up to our private label branded partners to market it, and up to us to continually get great service providers to fill out the platform.
Terrific. Thank you, Ravi.
Thank you very much.
Sounds very exciting. We've been talking with Ravi Chiruvolu of Rearden Commerce, one of the FiReStarters here at Future in Review 2009. I'm Glenn Heemstra. Thank you.
Thank you.